Hello, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas from Austin Dental Spa in beautiful Austin, Texas. We're shooting Wisdom Wednesday a little early this year. We were going to go down to Papa Noel Christmas tree tent and shoot Wisdom Wednesday, and then we realized we couldn't get an internet connection down there, and we couldn't do Facebook Live. So we had an alternative plan. Hope you like my COVID Christmas cap. It's hard with all this PPE stuff with the pandemic still going on, and it does sound like numbers, at least in Texas, are going down as far as hospitalizations and deaths. So that's a good thing, but the media keeps wanting to throw out how many positive tests there are, even if you're the same person getting tested twice in 1 week or whatever. Anyway, we're not going to go into that. Or who won the election. We're going to stick with dentistry and
much safer topic.
Much safer topic. And this is, you remember from last week, if you're a regular watcher, this is Dr. Krista DeCourson. She has been working with us while Dr. Slagter was out on maternity leave, and Dr. Slagter actually came back the last 2 days to work for me because I was stuck in a Zoom meeting. Actually, stuck is not the right word. Kate and Ron Patulski are my business coaches. They're also patients here, and they did a fantastic job of trying to get me and about 150 people around the country, mostly in the real estate industry, ready for 2021. And they had to do it all virtually, but we had Antonelli's Cheese Shop from right here in town do a 1 hour long online seminar one night, and we had an Italian chef from New York do it. So there are some advantages to doing this online stuff. You can get people to show up for your party that aren't really there and you couldn't bring in if it was in person. So anyway, there's some fun things to this pandemic stuff. So, and Christmas is going to be a little strange this year. Everybody's getting hand sanitizer and toilet paper. So,
if they can find it.
If they can find it, yeah. Don't buy all the toilet paper again. So, we're going to talk about a subject near and dear to our hearts. Nobody's feeling any stress, right? Wrong. Everybody's feeling stress already from 2020, and now here we are coming into the holidays, and it's like, oh, are we going to be able to see grandma, or am I going to see my grandkids? So we're going to talk a little bit about how stress affects your body, because it might surprise you, some of these things, because our motto for the month of December is slay the holidays, and we mean slay like Santa's sleigh, not slay like 2020 has been to all of us so far. So let's talk a little bit about stress, because Ron and Kate in the meeting that I just did, they actually talked about stress and the connection in your brain between the amygdala, which is kind of your little reptilian part of your brain that's fight or flight, the best description I ever heard of the amygdala was from a psychologist here in Austin years and years ago. He said the amygdala is what was in our little Neanderthal brains when we were cavemen, and you looked at an animal and you said, can I eat it, or will it eat me, or can I mate with it? And if it and that made your decisions about whether you were going to run, whether you were going to fight, or whether you were going to freeze in terror. So that's the amygdala. And Ron and Kate went into how the amygdala has a very strong nerve connection between the prefrontal cortex, which is the front of your brain that helps you make decisions. And when the amygdala gets overloaded, when you get in those situations where you just don't know what to do and you just feel like your brain is full, that nerve connection shuts off, so you can't make, it actually is a proven scientific fact, you cannot make good decisions. So that's number one on our list of when you're stressed, mental clarity suffers because of exactly what I just said.
Number two.
Tell us about your thyroid.
Thyroid. We don't want it to get sluggish. If our thyroid gets sluggish, we could have higher cortisol, and higher cortisol has weight gain. No one wants that, especially around the holidays. And it can really throw things off. So it can cause low energy, impaired thinking, and decision making. So that's another side effect.
Yep, cortisol is produced by the brain when you're under stress, and it goes into your bloodstream throughout your whole system, and it doesn't have any good aspects to it other than, hey, makes you heightened awareness, but that's not necessarily always good. So one of the other things we know is that it affects your blood sugar level. So just like being a diabetic, your blood sugar is wonky, for lack of a better term. It's not regulated. Stress can cause your blood pressure or your blood sugar to drop and put you into a hypoglycemic state, which makes you shaky, makes you, again, difficult to focus on things clearly. So
stress
what's
can
next?
also cause your bones to lose density.
Ooh,
oh no, we don't want that. Yeah, that's not good. Mm-mm.
We don't want
so,
that.
Of course, bone losing density. We can have some breaks, some fractures. We